Who are some royals that lost their royal status, and for what reasons? Queen Liliuokalani of Hawaii was the last house of Kamehameha. The islands had historically been colonized and exploited by many nations, including the United States. In 1846, the United States recognized Hawaiian independence, and Kamehameha III was recognized as king. Hawaiian independence did not sit well with the foreign interests who were controlling the profits from sugar, pineapple, etc. These factions wrote a constitution that stripped the monarchy of power and gave it to Americans and Europeans. And they raised an army to force Kamehameha to sign at the point of a gun. This was called the Gunpowder Constitution. When Liliuokalani took the throne in 1891, she made it her mission to change the Gunpowder Constitution to restore full power to the monarchy and give full rights to native Hawaiians. This sat even less well with the Americans. They staged a revolution, held her prisoner in her own house. They then requested the U.S. Marines to move in, for protection. In 1895, she was forced to abdicate. Hawaii was ruled as a republic until it was annexed by the United States in 1898. Liliuokalani lived as a private citizen until her death in 1917. Princess Patricia of Connaught. What an amazing woman. This is the princess who began modernizing the royal family. Not Diana. Not Catherine. Not Meghan. Princess Pat. Granddaughter of Queen Victoria. Daughter of a royal duke. Princess Patricia decided that to keep things equal with her new husband, she would renounce all her royal titles. And so, on her wedding day, she became Lady Patricia Ramsay. On the 27th of February 1919, at the age of 32, Patricia married the Honourable Alexander Ramsay, later Rear Admiral Sir Alexander Ramsay, in Westminster Abbey in London. Patricia was the first member of the royal family to marry at Westminster Abbey since King Richard II in 1382. The wedding set a precedent for royal weddings in the Abbey, including the future Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, who married there in 1947. After the wedding, Patricia chose to be styled Lady Patricia Ramsay but continued to receive the precedence accorded to princesses at royal events. Her Royal Highness Princess Victoria Patricia Helena Elizabeth of Connaught, born the 17th of March 1886 in London, United Kingdom, died the 12th of January 1974 in Windlesham, Surrey, United Kingdom. Patricia resided in Canada from 1911 to 1916 and acted as hostess for her father, the Duke of Connaught, during his term as Governor-General. She gave her name to Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry and became Honorary Colonel-in-Chief in 1918. A talented artist inspired by Canadian landscapes, she exhibited her paintings in Canadian art exhibitions, and examples of her work remain part of Canadian collections. Early life. Patricia was born on the 17th of March 1886 at Buckingham Palace, the youngest of 3 children to Prince Arthur, Duke of Connaught, and Princess Louise Margaret of Prussia, Duchess of Connaught. She was named Victoria for her paternal grandmother, Queen Victoria, and Patricia because she was born on St. Patrick's Day. As the third son of Queen Victoria, the Duke of Connaught held a series of military and diplomatic postings across the British Empire and Dominions. Patricia traveled with her parents from a young age, residing with them in India from 1887 to 1890, where she began to speak a mixture of English, German and Hindustani, undertaking an extended tour of Mediterranean Europe and North Africa in 1905, and attending the opening of the First Union Parliament of South Africa in 1910. A mind of her own. When Patricia came of age, there was widespread speculation in the media that she would marry into one of Europe's reigning families. King Alfonso XIII of Spain, Grand Duke Michael of Russia and the future King Manuel II of Portugal were among her suitors. Patricia, however, rejected any attempts to arrange a dynastic marriage. Unlike her grandmother, Queen Victoria, who disapproved of the campaign for women's suffrage, Patricia was more supportive of increased political rights for women, as was her aunt, Princess Louise. In 1913, Patricia appointed a prominent suffragist as a lady-in-waiting, a decision that the media interpreted as tacit support for women's suffrage. Queen Mary, consort of her cousin King George V, strongly disapproved. The Toronto World reported on 26 September 1913 that the King, Queen and Princess had all been invited to the Spencer estate at Althorpe, but the Queen refused to meet the suffragist, Miss Glenteale, and the Princess would not go to Althorpe without her, with the result that Patricia accepted a different social invitation.